This video I'm going to quickly run down how to update your design on the Elite PI Designer. When we send you your design, it's going to be this collection. So in this instance, I'm using the Manatee County Building Collection. So that's either going to be sent to you in one of two ways. It's either going to be sent to you in the email or it'll be sent to you in a download link. It'll be a link to a website that you can go and download the file. But in this scenario, I'm just downloading it from the email. So I'm just going to drag it onto my desktop, or you can drag it to any folder that you're saving everything in. So from there, I'm going to open up the Elite PI Designer program. And I'm going to drag that zip file directly into the Elite PI Designer program. So this is basically an overview of what the design currently looks like. Now in this instance, we're just going to be changing the scheduled messages screen or basic pictures. First off, I want to point out that if you right-click this screen twice, it'll show you this drop-down list. You can select properties. This is going to give you the dimensions of the picture that you're going to have to make your new pictures in. So this currently is set to 800 by 400. So any pictures that you make have to be set to 800 by 400 or whatever these parameters are set at. So we're going to hit OK. Now I have a list of slides that I need to update this with. Unfortunately, these slides are not 800 by 400, and I'll show you that here in a second. I'm going to go ahead and open these in Photoshop. Now this image opened in Photoshop. I'm going to show you, I'm going to go image size, and they are 3000 by 2000 pixels. Now I can fix that pretty quickly. I'm going to exit out of this. I'm going to go ahead and go File, New, Pixels, and I wanted to make it 800 by 400. 800 by 400. So this is the box that I'm going to make the new design in. Just going to grab this picture and drag it into here. Now it's obviously far bigger than what this box is, so I just need to scale that down. I'm going to go ahead and hit Control T, and that's going to be my transform tool. You can also find that in Edit, Free Transform. And while holding the Shift key, I'm going to go ahead and scale this down so that it fits in the box. Now there's going to be some cropping that's going to happen. Remember to hold the Shift key. If you don't hold the Shift key, you're going to move your image around. So holding the Shift key keeps it to where it was originally. So there's going to be some cropping that's going to happen. I'm just going to go ahead and we'll get that cropped in the best place that I think looks best. And that looks good. I'm going to go hit Enter to confirm the transform. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit File, Save As. And I've already got a folder going, so I'm going to open up my documents. Let's edit elevator slides. So we'll go ahead and save that in there, and we'll save it as a JPEG. Alright, so now that's saved in our file as a JPEG. Here it is right here, edited to the proper size. We can go back to the Elite PI Designer program, and I'll right click and hit Edit Scheduled Messages. That's going to bring up this box. Currently we have pictures already loaded up in here with different information on them. There's 7 images. So for the 8th, I'm just going to drag this image into the box, and it's going to fill the 800 by 400 slot. Now from what I'm going to do here to make sure that this image actually shows up on the screen, I'm going to hit set as valid, and that's going to autofill all of this information to let it run. And the previous slides only run for a duration of 10 seconds, so I'm going to go ahead and change this from the auto 15 down to 10. So that's going to run for 10 seconds. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this little green check mark here. That's going to save everything that I've done. So now that image has been saved in the Elite Designer software. So that kind of gives you a general idea overview of how to update the Elite PI's screen within the Elite PI Designer, just by editing scheduled messages, making sure that your image is in the proper screen size, in this case 800 by 400, and then dragging it over and then clicking the green check mark to set it. From there, you can just follow the basic video on how to get the Elite PI design onto a USB stick and then onto the Elite PI screen by going File, Make USB Installer. In this case, I'll save it to the desktop, hit OK twice, and there's a new USB installer that'll be installed on a USB stick and then put onto the screen. I hope this has been informative, and thank you very much for watching.